Okay, I need urgent help here. I have a Webcor model 2711 reel-to-reel, and when I got it, of course, had leaky capacitors. I ordered off a website and got new capacitors, electrolytics, as well as ones to replace these type right here. I'm not sure if they're paper or a different type. I apologize for the intense blurriness of the picture and the internet blurriness is presented. I replaced these and electrolytics, and after finding the hum, attempted to replace these too. This is a non-edit camera. Anyway, turn it on. The tubes start to light up. You wait long enough. When the plate voltage and everything starts coming on, you should see the glowing eye tube start to light up green. Right there. Because it defaults in record. Then volume controls it. That's all the way up. The rattling, I think, is because the speaker needs replacing. It has 3 speakers, and the middle speaker, I think, is bad. Like, you know, scratchy kind of. Even the tone controls the hum. I think it was turning the volume control a little bit. That's why it got louder, I think. Sometimes the audio was able to come through weakly from the tape. As it defaults to record, watch the seeing eye tube, and I put the volume up. You can tell the hum is coming through that. But whenever I try to speak through the mic, the signal does go through. Speak. Earlier I made a record. Now earlier it wasn't as bad. The whole deal with the hum. Put it in record. I'm attempting to record on the Webcor. The level is all the way up. I have to speak loudly right into the mic to get it to fluctuate. Good. Rewind. I did not set the counter, by the way. There's a slight hum when you rewind. Earlier, before I cleaned the switches, it didn't do that. If you could listen very carefully, you can hear the recording barely come through. There is so much hum, it just overthrowed the recording and you couldn't hear it very well. Earlier, and before I cleaned the switches, but earlier, as that's where I placed all the capacitors, I made a recording. And, of course, when I played it back on that machine, it had that hum, and actually you could hear it better before. I think it played through better. I don't know why cleaning the switches seemingly caused it to come through more weak. Apparently so did that, but here's a recording I made on it, and I played it on a different machine. Makes no sense. What's with the hum? I don't get why it has the hum. It has a strong hum in the audio. It just went across the splice. By the way, the Webcor, Webster, Chicago, model 2711, 2711. I'm going to try playing this back on another machine. You notice it was even picking up radio signals. Hum in the audio, it just went across the splice. So it doesn't record as much of the hum, apparently. it sure plays back with a lot of hum. But if I go very carefully, turn it back on, wait for it to warm up. If I go kind of in between where it cuts it off from record mode, but it's not fully into playback mode where it has a hum, I'll put the microphone up to the speaker and you can hear that the amplifier does operate, but the amplifier sound itself has no hum, showing the filter capacitors are doing their job just fine. If I do it before it has a hum, you hear it does have a pop. Wait. You hear? It's just some audio coming through with the mic up to the speaker. You can still do the volume. Of course, I turn the tape, there's no audio coming through. It doesn't turn on the heads. But turn it all the way to play. In either direction, this can play both sides of the tape without flipping it over. It will have that hum. It uses two 12AX7 tubes. One of them is a 12AU7 I put in because the original 12AX7 when I got it was cracked. A 6X5 rectifier and two 6V6s. By the way, AllAmerican5Radio, if you know if these are for sure capacitors and what value they are, that would be helpful. I'll read you the color code. I bet the screen's too dark. The big one is yellow, purple, orange. I think that's gray. Kind of hard to tell. Yellow, purple, orange, gray, then a little bit of space, and then yellow. The smaller one is brown, green, red, and then that same kind of hard to tell for sure if it's gray or not. Then a little bit of space, and then light blue colored. Since I was not, I had this. I had another thing that could tell capacitor color codes, but I couldn't find it. So I was just hoping it would be 0.05 and 0.1 like all these were, a bunch of 0.05 and 0.01s. And so I put 0.05s for the big and 0.01s for the small. But even before I replaced those, had the same hum problem, yet one of these got real hot and the wax that was coating it started melting. So I replaced them. And even after replacing those, it didn't fix a hum. I cleaned the switches. It didn't fix the hum. It would apparently record without that much hum, but there was a lot of hum on playback in both directions. I don't think I saw any loose wires. I'd really like to have help on this mysterious hum of a machine, because I don't know exactly what could be causing it. There's a very dark look to the underside. See, whenever you do that, it pulls it out of record into play mode whenever you turn the thing. It defaults to record. So it's really ridiculous. I don't get with the hum. But I would like to be able to get this machine fully restored and working properly. Has very neat mechanics and very neat old tube machine. And please, if anyone can help me, especially AllAmerican5Radio, I know you're really good at the tube stuff. So please comment or send me a message or make a video about helping me with what's ever going on. I don't have the schematic. So just good day and hope that I can get help, and thank you.